Hello everyone, welcome to my Math 10 video tutorials. In the previous video, I showed to you how to find the geometric mean. This time, I will show you the geometric series or the sum of terms of finite or infinite geometric sequence. Just enjoy watching, learn from this video, and let me show the concept now. Okay, geometric series refers to the sum of terms of a geometric sequence. So it can be an infinite geometric sequence or finite geometric sequence. Yung kukunin natin yung sum. So we will be talking about two formulas here. Unahin natin yung sa finite. So the sum of the first n term of geometric sequence is given by the formula S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times the quantity of 1 minus r raised to n over 1 minus r, where yung s sub n daw is the sum of the first n terms, and then yung a sub 1 is the first term, yung r is the common ratio, and n is the number of terms. While yung sum of infinite geometric sequence naman, ito yung formula niya, S sub infinity is equal to A sub 1 over 1 minus R. So magagamit daw itong formula na to in finding the sum of infinite geometric sequence kapag ang R natin is greater than negative 1 or less than 1. Okay, so yun lang ang restriction niya. Kailangan yung R daw ay greater than negative 1 and or less than 1. Okay, where yung S sub infinity daw is the sum of infinite geometric sequence, yung A sub 1 is still the first term and R is still the common ratio. Okay, let us have some examples on these two formulas para mas maintindihan natin. Number 1, find the sum of the first 5 terms of the geometric sequence 7, 14, and 28. Okay, let us write down first the given. Ang a sub 1 natin dito ay 7. Yung n natin, ang nakalagay dyan, sum of the first 5 terms, so ang n natin ay 5. Yung common ratio naman, since hindi naman siya given, pero makukuha natin siya by dividing a sub 2 divided by a sub 1 or 14 divided by 7, ang common ratio natin is equal to 2. We are required or being asked to find the sum of the first 5 terms or the S sub 5. Solution, isulat muna natin yung formula. S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times the quantity of 1 minus r raised to n over 1 minus r. Substitute natin mga given values. Yung a sub 1 natin ay 7, r natin ay 2, and then yung n natin ay 5. We have now s sub 5 equals 7 times the quantity of 1 minus 2 raised to 5 over 1 minus 2. So, yung 2 raised to 5 is the same as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and that is equal to 32. Okay, so simplifying more, S sub 5 now is equal to 7 times the quantity of 1 minus 32. Yung denominator natin, 1 minus 2 will be negative 1. Okay, and then S sub 5 now is equal to 7 times negative 31. 1 minus 32 kasi is negative 31 divided by negative 1. Multiply natin yung dalawa. Yung 7 tsaka yung negative 31, we have negative 217 divided by negative 1. So negative divided by negative, parang kinancel lang natin siya. Ang sagot natin, S sub 5 or the sum of the first 5 terms of the geometric sequence 7, 14, 28 is 217. Okay, sana naintindihan tong problem number 1. Ginamit natin yung formula ng sum of the finite geometric series or geometric sequence. Okay, number 2 na tayo. Find the sum of the first 4 terms of the geometric sequence whose first term is 6 and yung common ratio is 4. Writing down the given, meron tayong a sub 1 and tsaka yung 4. Ang a sub 1 natin ay 6. Tapos yung n natin ay 4. And then yung r, is, yung common ratio ay 4 din. We are required here to find the sum of the first 4 terms. So, solution, sulat uli natin yung formula para lagi natin siyang matandaan. S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times the quantity of 1 minus r raised to n over 1 minus r. Substitute na natin yung mga given values para makuha natin yung S sub 4. So, ang a sub 1 natin ay 6. And then, times the quantity of 1 minus yung r natin ay 4. So, 4 raised to 4 over 1 minus 4. Yung 4 raised to 4 is the same as 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 or 256. So, ang mangyayari, it will become S sub 4 equals to 6 times the quantity of 1 minus 256 divided by negative 3. So, yung negative 3 nakuha yon sa 1 minus 4. So, S sub 4 now is equal to 6 times negative 255. 1 minus 256 is negative 255 divided by 3. Multiply natin yung negative 255 ng 6. It will become S sub 4 equals negative 1,530 divided by 3 or divided by negative 3. And the answer now, so negative divided by negative will give us a positive answer. So, ang sum ng first 4 terms ng geometric sequence na ang first term ay 6 at ang common ratio ay 4 is 510. Okay, so let us go now to an example ng infinite geometric sequence. Number 3, find the sum of the terms of the infinite geometric sequence 3, 1, and 1/3. So, let us write down the given. Sum ng infinite geometric sequence ang pinapahanap sa atin dito. So, ang given natin, first term ay 3. So, a sub 1 is equal to 3. Then, yung common ratio ay makukuha natin by dividing a sub 2 by a sub 1. So, 1 divided by 3 is still 1/3. So, ang common ratio natin ay 1/3. So, we are required to find S sub infinity or the sum of the infinite geometric sequence. So, solution, writing down the formula, S sub infinity is equal to a sub 1 over 1 minus r. We have now S infinity is equal to 3. Yung a sub 1 natin ay 3. And then, over 1 minus 1/3. Yung 1 is the same as 3 over 3. So, we can rewrite that as S infinity equals to 3 over 3 minus 1/3. Okay, so we can subtract it now kasi similar fraction na siya. S infinity now is equal to 3 over 2/3. So, complex fraction yan. So, this is 3 divided by 2/3. Gawin natin siyang multiplication. So, S infinity now is equal to 3. Kunin natin yung reciprocal ng denominator natin na 2/3. That is 3 halves. So, S infinity now is equal to 3 times 3 halves. And finally, ang sagot natin is S sub infinity equals to 9 over 2 or 9 halves. Okay, that ends my tutorial about geometric series or the sum of terms of finite and infinite geometric sequence. I hope you understand the concepts involved. God bless everyone. Thanks be to God.